What's up guys, Nguyen, OG Fitness. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, my name is, well, I already said it, Nguyen. But this channel is all about fitness for martial arts for older guys. Of course, if you're young, I think it's gonna benefit you a lot as well, what we talk about here on this channel. So let's get right into it. Today, judoing with scoliosis. So I had a question from one of the guys in the community in regards to scoliosis. He has scoliosis and he was asking me how I, go about doing judo with this condition as well, because I also have it. Now, of course, I'm not a medical professional, not a doctor, so take this for what it is. This is my experience and this is how I circumvent the whole issue. So my scoliosis was actually due to practicing judo, and everyone's gonna be different. Some people maybe never experienced this, for whatever reason, but it did affect me. So I'm right-handed in judo. So what that means is that I stand with my right hand, my right hand, which is my power hand in judo, and my right foot forward, right? So in judo, it's actually the opposite of striking. Like if you're boxing or kickboxing, your power hand is usually behind. In judo, it's the opposite. It's the power hand, the power side is in front. So now what happens is that all your weight is in front on the right side here for me. And what happens is that when people attack, 90% of people are actually right-handed. Okay, so my opponent, if they're in front of me, are always going to be, for the most part, attacking this arm when they're going for a seonage or whatever. Like they're trying to grab this sleeve. And so they're always pulling on it. They're pulling on it. And then when they go for, morote, or they're going for ipanseo, so they jack this arm up and then they pull it forward. And of course, if you get caught, you have to go and you roll. And also when I'm gripping someone, this is my power hand. So this is my left hand is where I try to go grab my opponent's sleeve. And this hand is the one that goes on the collar or over the top. And I got to control the guy. So there's a lot of pressing down. And that over time, guys, my friends, my brothers, is how all my musculature on my spine started becoming so tight towards the right side that it pulled my spine, literally pulled it, okay, towards the right. So now I have scoliosis. So scoliosis is when your spine is, if we just look at me like here, and the spine is right here in the middle, it's like, it's jacked off to the side like that. Okay, like there is a natural curvature to your spine, but it's really more when you're in this position here. So yes, there's a natural curvature like this, like an S kind of, right? But when you're here, there's not supposed to be any kind of a, going sideways or whatnot, but there is, because all my muscles got so tight and so strong, it pulled my spine this way. So now the only way that I manage to find relief, okay, is to do a lot of anti-rotational stuff with bands. So what that means is that I would, let's say, have a band tied on this side, right? And then I would have to tie it to something, and then I would rotate it this side, as if, so that way I can reinforce and strengthen the left side of my body, so that it gets a workout in, so they can compensate for, the muscles on the right pulling it too much this side. So I gotta pull this side. That's what I do. And the thing with judo is that you're always told to stick to one side, which makes sense because for competition, you want to get really good at one side, and then you don't want to switch during fighting for the most part, as a rule of thumb, unless you really have enough experience and you know what you're doing, because it leaves you open to attack when you switch sides. So you always stick to one side. But the problem with that is that, well, it's going to cause muscular imbalances. Now, the way to fix that, besides the way that I just mentioned, right, is to actually practice throwing on your left side as well. Now, of course, when you're practicing in judo class, you're doing your uchikomis and all that. Like for the most part, you want to practice on your strong side. So what I do, and then when you do your randoris, and then when you do your nagikomis, you're doing your things on the right side. So what I do is that at the end of class, what I suggest you guys try as well, is that at the end of the class, grab a teammate, grab a partner, okay, grab a crash mat if you need, and just start throwing on the left side. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to do all the techniques that you're able to do on your right side and do them on the left side. You just have to grab a couple, you know, one or two, whatever it is that you want to develop, or that it comes naturally, comes easily to you, just start doing that and repping out. So you do like, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 of them, whatever, and that's gonna help with balancing out your musculature. So that's how I go about it. And yeah, so that's because I remember my scoliosis is my back is pretty messed up, man. Like when I did the scans, the MRIs, the X-rays and all that, like they looked at it, and for the most part they were like, you know, I even consulted a surgeon, you know, for surgery and all, and they were telling me, and they were telling me like, listen, it's really too risky, you know, to go under the knife for this. I mean, everybody has problems. I've consulted multiple doctors, sports medicine doctors and all. They told me, listen, under the MRI or X-ray, everyone has like a messed up back. Everyone. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you need to have surgery. You just need to, well, what they essentially told me is that kind of learn to live with it and deal with it, or do a little bit less of your sport. But I found a better way. But that's for another video. And I've been told as well that, oh, if you continue, you'll never be able to walk again. You know, so that scared the hell out of me. And I consulted even more doctors, you know, specialists to get like a second or third opinion. Yeah, so in my opinion, I forgot where I was going with this, but everyone's situation is different. And what I was getting at is that my situation is pretty bad with my lower back. And I have scoliosis, I have osteophytes that are growing, discs that are like compressed, degeneration of the disc, and yeah, so there's a whole bunch of things wrong with my back. And so the gentleman, the guy in the community who mentioned that he has scoliosis, this is what I do. Okay, check with your doctor and do some research for yourself too. But what I'm saying to do, definitely, it can't hurt. Okay, it can't hurt to work out that side of your musculature, that side of your body, the muscles on the other side. Okay, to compensate a little bit. And after that, it's gonna come down to really strengthening your core big time. So that's and I remember like the person in the community mentioned like the degrees and all that. So like it depends on how severe it is as well. But I don't know how many degrees it is to the right or whatever. But I know my back is. I've been living with it, and this is how I deal with it. And it's going good now. I think that give me a couple of more months, because, oh, for FYI, I haven't been doing judo for 2-3 months. I just did a class last week, and yeah, it was great. But I didn't do judo for 2-3 months because I tweaked my back big time, and then so I was out. So I gave it a little bit more time than usual, and then I started doing a lot of research and trying things that I already know that I should be doing, and then finding new ways of new approaches and new ways that would make it so that I'd never have these issues again. So I'm gonna share all of that with you guys soon, and what I'm working on. But yeah, so that's why I haven't been doing judo, but I'm back now, but I'm gonna take it slow, and I'm going to fix all my issues, my injuries. That's for another video as well. I'm gonna make a video about all my issues, all my injuries. But yeah, I believe that if you take the time to fix your injuries, you can continue doing your sport, but you really have to rehab them properly, strengthen them, and make it so that your body is essentially so strong that it won't break on you. At least not only in like extreme types of accidents, and not just like snap on you because you know, like you're because of wear and tear, right? So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys like the video, please like it and share. Sharing helps me grow this in a big way. And follow me on IG. If you have any questions, you could ask me there, so it's easier for me to keep track of our conversations. and to answer you, because sometimes in the comment section, it's starting to be a lot, right, of comments that come in, and sometimes I miss them, and then I see the comment, and it's been like a month, and I feel bad about that. So if you guys follow me on IG, it's a lot faster for me to respond and to keep track of my responses as well. Like sometimes I'll see a message, a question, and I want to answer it, but the issue is that I forget, or I can't find it anymore in the YouTube comments. But that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.